I welcome you all to Sunbeam Lahartara's VIRASAT, where you would meet some of the exceptionally talented alumni who walked through the school doors and charted their path to a successful career. Every day, you would meet such legendary maestros, and today, amidst us, we have Mr. Akash Bhardwaj, who is here for a percussion performance. He started learning drums at the age of 9 and has had performed on various stages in the last 11 years as a drummer. At the age of 13, he was a finalist of a reality TV show on Life OK called Hindustan Ke Hunarbaz. He considers it as one of the early milestones in his life. He has been living in Mumbai for the past 3 years and has been learning drums under professional guidance and considers Maestro Ranjit Barrett as his major musical influence. Mr. Akash passed out from Sunbeam Lehartara in the year 2017 and has been a major inspiration for all the drummers on campus ever since. Welcome, Akash Bhaiya.
Thank you. Hi, how are you?
Great.
Am I audible?
Before we
So,
begin, I had a question. Yes, clearly. Before we begin, I had a question in mind which I would like to ask
yes.
you. May I go ahead?
Sure. Sure, please.
George, uh, you also have a group named called Rudraksh. So, can you tell us
Yes.
about that journey and how was it formed and how it all started?
Rudraksh was the band that I believe school came up with that name, and uh, it has to be when I was in class sixth, which is somewhere around 2009 or 10. And this was the first annual function that we were performing in. And Dheeraj sir was there. He's there with us today also, and he was guiding us through the entire thing. So this was the school band to begin with, and when I after 2 years of that, we took the same name, and with Dheeraj sir and two of my other friends, Karan and Aditya, we came up with this idea of liquid drumming, and then we went further on and gave auditions for this show on Life OK, which we luckily got selected for and ended up being the finalist for the same. So that is how the journey went, and then we had few more of our friends, Prashant Bhai and other people joining in, and then we took that name forward and performed on various college festivals from IIT BHU to Triple IT Allahabad to various other festivals, school college festivals, and luckily we had been blessed with some good opportunities thanks to Sunbeam Lehetara, and yeah, so that is the story of Rudraksh, how we came up with it. Also because we were from Varanasi and it's the land of Lord Shiva. So Rudraksh is associated with him, and that is why the name. And it's been pretty special, and we still perform as Rudraksh time and again.
Wow, that's great to hear. And without wasting this time, let's start with the performance. And audience, keep being here, and enjoy.
Uh, Thing I just want to say is that I'm going to divide this performance into three parts. I'm going to begin with a nice drum solo, take you around the kit, explore my own abilities on the same. I'm going to take some technological help and any mistakes beforehand. I want to say sorry, but I want to apologize for the same. It is my incompetency if you see any mistakes in my performance. Rest, I'm going to give it my best shot. So please sit back and enjoy. Hi. So what you just heard was a quick drum solo. I took help of some tanpura in the background and trying to just move around the kit, exploring each of my limbs, and it takes a lot of your energy though. Uh, and
That was great.
Thank you. So to move further, I would like to play one song for you guys, and so this song came in about quite a few years ago. This is from a film called ABCD 2. The music composers of the same are Sachin and Jigar. The song has got some great musicality, some fantastic arrangements, one of the best well arranged songs from Bollywood, I would say, and some very powerful classical elements to it. And so the song's name is Hey Karnaya, and I'm gonna try and do justice with it. गणराया तेरे बिना मैं आरती स्तुताया कहाँ चला मैं गणराया तेरे बिना मैं आरती स्तुताया कहाँ चला मैं आकार लेने लगा खाब मेरा साकार होते रुका खाब मेरा मेरे अधूरे काज कहते तो पूरे आज ये जीवन हरा है जलता हर एक पल भरा गणराया भक्ता दिया है तुझे लगा हौसला संग पे न जाए कहीं पे न जाए ये
Meanwhile, let me tell you about his profile. He started learning drums at the age of 9 and has had performed on various stages in last 11 years as a drummer. At the age of 13, he was a finalist of a reality TV show on Life OK called Hindustan Ke Hunar Baaz. He considers it as one of the early milestones in his life. He has been living in Mumbai for the past 3 years and has been learning drums under professional guidance and considers Maestro Ranjit Barrett as his major musical influence. He passed out from Sunbeam Lahartara in the year 2017 and has been a major inspiration for all the drummers on campus ever since. He's back with us and
There was some technical issue. Sorry.
no problems.
Is my sound clear with the track?
Yes, I guess a drum is sounding a bit low,
Louder? Oh,
and
okay, okay,
that's
okay.
it.
No problem. Okay. Uh, yes. So next, before, so this is the
Let's start with
last.
a. I have a question in the meanwhile, and the question
Yes,
is,
please.
if I could go ahead.
Yes,
Your
please, please.
journey of following your passion has been really great. You have harnessed your skills so perfectly that you have met some of the greatest renowned artists. Can you tell your experience of meeting them?
Uh, the first one has to be with the legendary percussionist drummer, and one of the biggest influence in my early careers was Mr. Shivamani. This I had been a fan ever since I saw him play for the first time in Banaras, and luckily when I was in ninth standard, we were in Singapore International School in Mumbai, and we were there for the band event, and he happened to be the guest judge for that event, and I was blessed that he after all the performances he was called up on stage and he requested all the drummers that played that day to come up and jam with him for a minute or two. And at the age of 14, I consider myself very lucky that I could actually play on one snare drum. I was playing on the other side, Mr. Shivamani was playing. That was like a dream come true for me at that age. And then later on, I met Ranjit sir, and he's the man. I mean, he is like really the man who has actually introduced me to what how I mean his way of looking at music is so different and unique in its own way, and and not just drumming. It's just the way he is, that he is the maestro himself, and it's just great to be able to share the same space that he is. And I consider myself lucky enough that I live in a time and age where I can actually go and listen to maestros like Shivamani, Ranjit sir, and Gino Banks. Gino Banks is another influence of mine. He is by far one of the most technically sounding drummers of India and a major influence to me, and Darshan Doshi, of course. So these are the few people I've been lucky enough to meet in Bombay itself, and they're all very kind to all the upcoming drummers. They want to make sure that they pass on the right knowledge to the coming generation of drummers, and it's just a great feeling to be around them, to learn from them, to watch them play, and to imbibe some of the qualities that they have in their playing. And yeah, and I just want to say one thing about one of the biggest lessons that I've had in the past 3 years living in Bombay, learning professionally and watching, listening to musicians, is that uh, uh, you always want to make sure that you serve the music that is being played right. I mean, no battery. So my entire thing is that whatever music you are playing, you want to serve the music, because the ultimate reality of music is that the entire band should sound good. And as drummers, we have this role of backing up being the backbone of the entire band, and you want to serve the music right, and yes, and practice and practice and practice as much as you can. This is a physical instrument, and you have got no other way than to practice on it to develop your skills.
Wow, your journey has been really great, and we will all look up to you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Now we can start with again.
Sure. So before I play this last track for you guys, uh, I just want to thank everybody at Sunbeam School Lahartara for have been so kind on me. Directors ma'am, Chairman sir, Director ma'am, Deputy Director ma'am, Aditya sir, Parveen ma'am, and all my teachers. Uh, Kudos to Saurabh Chakravarti sir for arranging, for managing this entire Virasat concert series. Want to thank my first mentor, my first guru, Dheeraj sir, who is here with us in this live session. And thank you, sir. You're the one who has actually taught me the names of the parts of these drums, how to hold the stick, what's the introduction to drums, and I'll always be grateful to you. And yes, and everybody, my mom and dad, who have been so supportive in the past 11 years of me being a drummer and following my passion, and they've never asked me to, not they've not never asked me to back down or any sort. So they just want me to keep pushing the limit and keep exploring myself. And it's all about being a good musician, and it's all about being a good human being. So I'll play this last track. This is called Thoughts. This track is produced and arranged by one of the greatest drummer of this time. He's from UK, Mr. Kaz Rodriguez, and this is one of the most funkiest, one of the most tight tracks to play for a drummer. And I'll just try and play it for you guys. Sit back and enjoy. Yes, hi.
Wow, what an energetic performance it was.
Thank you. Thank you. Uh, so this was Thoughts. By the way, this track is also on my YouTube channel. If you just want to check it out, you can. Uh, and it's been a great time performing here. It's actually a challenge to with limited resources managing this live performance from home. So but it's been a great experience for me to prepare for this entire thing, to arrange this entire thing, and to play for all of you back at Sunbeam, all the students, all the music teachers, and everyone who is listening to this today and has tuned in. Thank you so much, all of you.
Every Sunbeamian would like to hear the school anthem if you could just play that one.
I will, if you could just give me a moment.
A question in mind
Yes,
just came to my
yes,
mind, and
please go ahead.
if you could just tell that which is the was your most favorite place of the school, and as I love the school canteen and the computer lab, which was your favorite place of Sunbeam School Lahartara?
Uh, it has to be either the drum room, music room, or Spandan, because either I was playing in the drum room, practicing, having my classes with Dheeraj sir, or in the music room, some rehearsal. Or most of the band rehearsal used to take place in Spandan. So we have spent quite some time there in the Spandan. So if I was not in my class, everybody knew these are the three places they could hunt me down at. So these three places were my favorite. I'm actually finding some difficulty. Uh, I don't have the track for the school anthem.
No issues then.
I'm so sorry, but uh, I cannot find the song for school anthem because I need the melody for the same to play. But I could sing it in my heart and play some of it. You know.
We would love to hear it. Wow, that was such great. Your singing gave me goosebumps. And I believe the audience would have also liked it so much. Well, thank you so much, Akash, for joining us here. We surely enjoyed this a lot and hope to
My
see you in school quite soon.
Yes, right after lockdown, I'm going to hit school. And it's been my absolute pleasure performing here for school once again. And I'm always happy to do it anytime. So thank you everyone. Thank you Sunbeam Lehartara. Jai Hind.